Hello everyone. Today I will introduce UC120. In this diagram, we can see that if you want to set up very basic code flow with our PBX or UC120, you can go through the 5 steps. You can easily set up the PBX with very basic features. So this is the 5 steps you have to go through. Actually, first of all, you have to get the PBX IP address. You can connect to your LAN port and access the website and change the GUI. And after that, you can log in to the WAN port or LAN port. And if you know the IP address, you can use the browser and access your website. Then after that, you log in, you can go on next steps. Here we can see, go to next step. You have to follow the GUI, from the click the extension to zip and the zip. You can add the extension by the username, password, and so on. After that, the third step, you can add our zip phone. It's a physical phone. Here we can see that you can add the extension as follow as before. The phone. After that, you can add the phone by maybe you can scan your system or auto provision. Auto provision will directly, automatically find our DINSTAR phones. After that, you can select the model. Depend what model you bought and enter IP MAC address. Sorry, here enter your MAC address. After that, this is the step 4. Step 4 is basically we know by default if you use the system, we provide the FXO port already, so you can use our FXO trunk to make incoming call or outgoing call. Of course, you can add the zip trunk, but if you want the zip trunk, you have to know the remote side, some information about, for example, the username, password, and the port maybe. The final step is you have to set the routing. You have everything ready. You have to know how to set routing. Routing means you can set incoming call, outgoing call. Basically, in our PBX, and you can select call from call control and the routing. And for outgoing call, you select the, for example, the source. Select the extension from the source and select the destination, FXO as a destination. Then you can make outgoing call. For incoming call, it's very basic or very opposite the procedure compared to the outgoing call. You have to select the source as a FXO, for example, FXO as a source, then destination for extension or IVR or call queue or other applications. Because here we know that for incoming calls, normally, for example, outside the people will call your PSD number or zip trunk number, so you have to forward into your PBX. This is a very basic or very straightforward diagram. I can show you. As long as you go through the 5 steps, you can set up very basic and very easily use the environment of a phone system. Here is our website. Our website in our diagram, in our this video, demonstrate video, we use the UC120, and we also use our field phone for testing purpose, and C666 GP or other C6 series number phones here. And now, let's see. We have login already. In our UC120, there are this is the system status. So all kind of the hardware information or some statistics. Here is WAN code or LAN port and the DHCP server if you want. And after that, we go to the first step. We don't now introduce any application yet. Sorry. And we will, in this video, we introduce the very basic or very straightforward some critical point to let you know maybe spend 10 minutes, then set up your PBX. Okay, let's say you go to the extension here. We go to the extension here. I have create a few extensions here already. And now we use the 105 as a soft phone here. I registered already. You see, this is a IP address. This is account. This is my password. So this is online already. And I also use other extensions, for our physical phone, DINSTAR phones. Or you can also add the SIP account here. Then you can add SIP account, and for example, SIP account. After SIP account, you can add the phone here. You can add the phone. Then you can select any phone model. Depends you bought from DINSTAR or distributor. You enter the MAC address. Here's the MAC address. You have to install the full MAC address without the space. For example, this one. You just go to website. Here is our another phone. I log in already. Then you just copy this MAC address and enter. That's all. Then finish the config. Without space, hyphen space, you don't put hyphen space, okay. And after that, you can see the all login already. You also can see some information here. You see the IP phone registered and all the kind of information here. You see. Of course, you also can edit the phone without any problem. And all the things done. Of course, we also have a FXS extension here. This automatically ending, and the default number is 8,000. Sorry, it's here already. You also can configure, modify the config file, but now we don't need that since we are just demonstrate the very quick setup, so we don't need that. We don't touch that yet. After that, since if you want to make outgoing call, incoming call, you have to go to either SIP trunk or FXO trunk. Now by default, our FXO we support one FXO already, so this is a trunk automatically create. You don't need to do anything. We just select the trunk. Of course, you also can use the SIP trunk. If you want to use SIP trunk, you have to know the remote side the information, something like SIP user name, user account, IP, all of the things. And you subscribe the service, then you enter here. After registration, you can go through the SIP trunk. So this is the step 4. Step 5, we have to go to the call control and the routing. Here we create the 2 routing here. One is for incoming call, another is for outgoing call. So you know this is incoming call from source FXO to our extension 100, because here we just for testing purpose. So we set up the 100 phone as an extension. And here is outgoing call. Outgoing call is usually from the SIP account or SIP extension. And make outgoing call and go to FXO here because we have one FXO port. Here is the extension, See this one. You can see that this is the incoming call here. We end the description here, incoming call. And the source is FXO because your outside people want to make an incoming call to FXO first. After then, you select the action here. Destination is for terminals, and we set here is extension 100. Of course, you can set a different destination or the call queue or IVR, all the things. But here for the demonstrate purpose, we just forward to 100 only. So incoming call, outgoing call is done. So we normally the setting up is done already. So we can test our thing setup and see how it works. Of course, you have to know your extension here. You have to use your phone. Maybe make sure your extension is registered here. My extension is registered, and this one also, you have to make sure this is registered and successful registered, and you can call each other. Otherwise, you'll maybe fail the call. Let's see. I call my phone number. Sorry. Since in China there if PSTN call, if you call the phone number outside the location or province, you have to end the prefix 0. It depends on the provider, the support. So let's say we make a call. Take a while. Ringing already. Hello? 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 Testing? 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 You call already. Connected. Okay. This is outgoing call. Now let's see we test the incoming call. Then use my handphone to call the destination member or FXO. The call will automatically transfer to our extension 100. I have to pick up the phone. The ring already. Hello? 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 Then I pick up the phone. So the call is done. Now incoming can also work, and we can test the. Maybe you can use other physical phone test called other extension. Let's see if I will call the 100. Hello? 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 It's correct. Done. So this is a whole process, whole setup procedure for our DINSTAR UC 120, and use our phones, and maybe can set up very basic or very easy the system to maintain, and so we can see here. Sorry, we can see let me log in and we check the CDR. Sorry, here is my CDR. Here we can see that just now I used my soft phone, called the 100 other extension, is a physical extension, and then ringing, then call, then hang up. We use a codecs, the normal codecs for the PSTN is PCMA codecs, and the other one is for the incoming call. I use the phone number, and the call FXO after then destination transfer to 100, and also successfully call. And third one, I use the soft phone, call the FXO, then make an outgoing call. Here is our destination number, my mobile phone number here. And this is all done, and very easy to set up. So if you buy any phone system with our DINSTAR, you can, easily set up by go through the 5-step and all the key step or critical steps. So everything's done. You set up and easily maintain, and all the things clear. So here we can see that our extension is all registered. And DINSTAR gate, DINSTAR phone, and microsig software. Here we don't have a zip trunk, so no zip trunk yet. And the PSDIN. Here we got the PSDIN line, the FXO port. If you make a call, the FXO or FXS will be flashed to different status here. For example, here. Here you see off on. You see? You see here when I pick up the phone, this data will change. Of course, if I make incoming call or outgoing call, if the FXO is occupied, then the host data will also change already. So it's very easy to set up, very easy to make debug. Let's see, we see here. You see here ringing already. You can hang up, on hold. So it's quite easy to configure and debug our system. It's all the steps. Thank you for watching.